10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
It's in the bag.
Yes.
30 seconds to battle.
Passing. Yes. The dirge goes on. Shambling. Undead hunger. Another corpse on the battlefield. My stomach rumbles. The vile dead. Rotting. I will. I will.
First blood. It was hands
Normally.
I'm under attack. The dead endure. My will, beware the restless dead.
Coisa pra você! Coisa pra você! Nice!
The dirge goes on. My will. Rotting. Yes. The dead endure.
Your middle tower is under attack.
My will. I will.
Coisa pra você! Coisa pra você! Nice!
My stomach rise. Dead. Shambling. Soul rip. The vile dead. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Coisa pra você! Coisa pra você!
Your
Nice!
middle tower is under attack.
Rotting.
Coisa pra você! Coisa pra você! Nice!
The prize is mine.
My will. Yes. Shambling. My stomach rumbles.
Son of a
Yes.
arcane power.
My will rise. Flesh soul. The dirt cry, demon witch. The dead prophet. Against the living. Attack!
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Death marches. The dead endure. My will.
Your top tower is under attack.
골드볼 못해! 골드볼 못해! 나이스!
Your top tower is under attack.
Shambling.
Your top tower is under attack.
The dirt
Your top tower is under attack.
passing.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
The dead endure.
Your middle tower is under attack.
My stomach rumbles. Yes. Marches. My will. Yes. Hunger. Rotting. All the vile dead. Light. Passing. My stomach rumbles.
Double damage.
Death marches. Yes.
Air smells a bit gamey, huh?
Shambling. The dirge goes
Soldier's fortune.
Yes. I will.
골드 부활 못해! 골드 부활 못해! 나이스!
It's not time yet. Hungry. Come to die. Invisibility. Yes. My will. I, as the dead, endure. Death marches. Bring out the dead.
Surprised how far a little kindness can go.
Shambling. Yes. Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
My remains.
Your middle tower is under attack.
The dirge goes
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
My will.
Bounty!
Rise from your
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Illusion!
no hells, no heavens. My stomach rumbles. Yes,
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
dead. Rotting. Light. My will. I will.
Shadow was taken.
Your top tower is under attack.
My will. Yes. My stomach rumbles.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Dead.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yes. My will. The dead endure.
Allies disappear. Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower has fallen.
골드볼 못해! 골드볼 못해!
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Battle isn't over yet.
Your middle tower is under attack.
No such thing as too much damage.
Rotting.
Meat map. Meat map. Meat map.
Yes. Passing. Death marches. The dead endure. I will. Fresh soul. Yes. My stomach rumbles. My
골드볼 못해! 골드볼 못해! 나이스!
My will.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Death tax. Yes. Death marches. My will. I will. My stomach rumbles.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Trespasser.
Your top tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Shambling. My will. Yes. The dead endure. Dead. No life left. Passing. Rotting.
Supplements.
Yes.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
The vile dead.
Just poppycock.
I'm good for a few more.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
No mercy.
Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
My stomach rumbles. Passing.
A soldier's fortune.
Yes. My will. Shambling.
Perfect.
Yes. I will. Yes. Death marches. Hungry. The dead endure.
Allies.
The dirt goes all beware. My will. Shambling. My will.
Your top tower is under attack. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Death marches.
Should have run while you had the chance.
You'll get yours.
Knockout!
soldier's fortune.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yes. My belly bursts.
Your top tower is under attack.
Accept your death.
Your top tower is under attack. Allies disappear. Your top tower has been denied.
Death tax. Yes. Come to die.
Regeneration!
My will. The dead endure. My will. What's here?
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Will.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
The dirt goes on.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Eat lizard chips.
Radiant structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Lies.
The enemy's bottom barracks has fallen.
The vile dead. Agony.
Going to burn on there! Going to burn on there! Nice shot!
Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Death marches.
Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Not have me rotting. My will. My dead.
Ready.
Passing.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
When you get the hell, tell me.
This, you made quite a mess.
Hell with
Fine looking bunch we are.
lies.
골드볼 못해! 골드볼 못해! 나이스!
Death tax. My will.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Death marches.
What else can they do to me?
Shambling. Yes. The dirge goes on. The dead endure.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle barracks has fallen. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire victory.
on the lawn. Besides possibly like pulling the wave back, that's the other route that we've sometimes seen position 4 do to deal with this. But regardless, for now, looking like a pretty good time. In mid lane, you're going to see Leshrac having a pretty even matchup against the Snapfire, at least for now. Maybe some kill potential later if somebody oversteps their bounds, but Sumail opting to go for the 2 Enlightening. No points in Edict yet.
Yeah, I like this potential Soul Ring as well from Branny. I feel like I never see that item on the mid Soul Ring, at least, or the mid Snapfire rather. Usually we just see like the Bracer into the Ags and then back for the bots. But it probably would increase your farm speed by a lot because you do tend to have mana problems when you just go for like the bottle and the Bracer.
Right. Yeah, could run into some issues there. It also, just extra little bits of strength is definitely nice for this hero. So if you're getting that strength, why not also get some mana regen out of it?
It is a really good Ags game, though. I mean, you always pick the mid Snapfire for the Aghanims, but then like closing the draft out with the Earth Spirit just felt really good, right? You send this hero in, he's crazy good when he gets sent in. Then there's a possibility of them being infested, and then sometimes you might just want to send them the Viper. Like Blink Viper has been a good hero in the past, even though like it kind of sucks because you aren't getting any stats, but it used to be so good just because of the pure positioning that it offered you, and just be like, okay, now deal with me. Right? Whereas sometimes it can be hard to get into that spot as the Viper. So, sometimes you might just see 3P fly in there if he gets a little bit of meat on his bones.
Right. That would be a nice way to see it. I wouldn't mind it. Maybe get a Blade Mail or something like that on the Viper. We should mention real quickly, by the way, Tide having a really good game so far against Skitter. The Lifesteal has caught up a little bit, but 26-5 versus 19-0, and they're still putting pressure back on Fata here, who's going to take a couple more punches along the way. And now Zayats might just be able to find first blood. Fairy Fire 1 round through.
They're trying to bait
Skitter
real hard.
This is big if they could get the kill on the Zayats. Instead, the turnaround comes out, and he's going to die to Fata. Great play.
That was really impressive, too, because as you point out, the ward was there the whole time as well.
Yeah.
And they still managed to pull that off. Really well done.
Well, a little bit of a disconnect again, but quick, Andrew, get back in here. Get him back. No, so it's kind of an interesting thing, though, right? Like, you're talking about it. It looked for a little bit there like all 3 lanes are being won by 404, but they're still keeping it relatively close. The main one that feels like it's behind is the Viper. Hi. We
felt bad that you missed it on the other pause. So, seemed like when there was another one coming through and they complained about lags, it would be relevant for you to join us.
And look, he's back again.
Yeah, don't go far, man. We might need you again.
You're like the Lucky Charm of Dota. That's what's going on here.
Illusion.
I love it. Well, 33 gonna drop down there, bottom, and Ramses ends up dying for the trouble as well.
Yeah, so you get the kill first on 3-3 though, so nice.
And
meanwhile, in the mid lane though, whoa.
That's much bigger. Oh my god. Sumail is Sumail. That's what I've learned.
Wow, we just had like simultaneous kills happening, I guess, huh? He just got him with the lightning and the stomp and the chase down. I guess he was just getting too greedy, sticking around at low HP. Sumail was like full when I looked.
Yeah, no, same. And Snapfire in the meantime buys a raindrop. Still hasn't been able to go in for the Soul Ring yet, has the boots. If there's a reason everybody's buying bracers, I don't know.
Now everyone's just ditching top and just turned into a 1v1. And they're probably going to try and half guard the mid lane and also maybe try and gank the Lesh. So expecting a lot of our attention to just be down on this area of the map now, right? Like top is just whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's trading on farm. Maybe a chance for a kill when no one gets level 6 if Skitter's playing a little bit greedy like I saw before, but a little bit of a rolling down bottom. Ramsey's able to sidestep that one.
You know what's nuts? Is he was only like 200 away from his Meteor Hammer. Like imagine if he had a head this like when the catapult was coming through. I guess maybe it wouldn't have mattered here because he's a little bit low anyway, but this hammer's not far away for no one.
No. He is very, very farmed. Top CS in the game right now. It does look like there's a little bit of a rotation towards mid right now. All this sort of Back and forth is going on up in the top lanes. Not sure what the goal is outside of just it looks like stealing this little stack that was built up, but trying to make a rotation on Sumail, and it's not going to connect.
Yeah, it's the classic, their mid killed our mid, and we have an Earth Spirit, so you always want to be targeting the mid lane anyway, but you're always looking for that straight punish after. But with this DD, this is going to be a surprising amount of tower pressure with no glyph available.
And in the meantime, Sumail is heading up north. Again, this is a Lightning Storm Sumail build, but they do have level 6 up on the Tidehunter.
They dropped Tombstone mid as well.
Undying just trying to keep a hold of this one. They're going to be able to kill it off, but he does have a Soul Rip for the moment. But you can see that there isn't really anything they've done before. Up top, though, they're going to go for the stun, try to find the follow-up with the Split Earth, and is it enough? It is enough for the kill. So they take down Zayats, but Skitter dies top.
And at the same time, we had the Lina just gone on from the Nether Toxin. Just got walked on and trapped by 3-3 by the looks of it. A TP came through from Bornea, but it wasn't even needed. Now mid the roll too.
Oh, that was the wrong way. He's like, get out of here.
So, yeah.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
But yeah, so they take the tower without even needing the hammer. The hammer of the left.
Wow. He only had the 1 point edict going up there and manages to make it happen. Just left his tower completely alone though. And this is kind of nice for Mud Golems at the very least. We'll see if they can actually secure it though. It doesn't look like it. They're bringing numbers. I looked that on VP. That's Josiah's tag.
All right, now can they? I think they can just hold this. I think no one just lives mid now, right? With this meteor hammer. Oh my god, he actually got the drop down still.
That was amazing. Silence is out, has some survivability, but taking a lot of damage. Soul Rip not enough, as they will lose no one. Zayat now also in trouble. All the right clicks coming through. He goes down. Great play from Mud Golems.
Yeah, Fada brought in the Centaur, which so Zayat couldn't get in range to LSA the Snapfire, so he couldn't stop the globs from coming out.
I think the thing that I'm seeing here that's really solid is like the power of Enchantress this early on. You know, 2 points up in Enchantress, making use of these creeps and playing at a super fast tempo. But that being said, 404 is still the ones that are up 1k right now.
Yeah, I think their goal just becomes mid tower. There will always be a body mid. Someone just has to be here the entire time, because they just want to hold this top triangle for the Leshrac and the Drow and as much of their jungle as they can, or at least just, you know, make it harder for them to occupy it as Mud Golems. But that might be ending soon as 3-3 looks to keep this pressure down the bottom lane, and no one really wanted to be here versus the roll-in of Milan as well as potential creeps coming through from Fada.
Yeah, this is that interesting little dynamic, because you normally see this movement much earlier on, but as you said, with so many people going mid, they're able to get a lot of damage onto that tier 1 tower. So, you know, if I'm Mud Golems and they can take this bottom tier 1 tower and then pressure towards mid afterwards, maybe bait out a bad Ravage or something, I'm feeling pretty good about Mud Golems right now.
Yeah, the Ravage is probably going to get a few kills, and we'll instantly see them come back mid, so it's important that they get one fight with Ravage and then maybe keep like Laguna or something if she's going to be 6 by then. So I feel like there'll just instantly be a second volley of heroes, and they'll probably burn both Tombstone and Ravage on the first one.
That was really well played by Milan right there, breaking the smoke of Solo. They still might get caught by this. It's a little bit scary because they didn't break onto no one, but they back away and smoke is down. They're still running in, but they're not finding anybody. Sumail is there. The chase down, Cookie's away, and that's enough room.
They got the wave, so I mean, this tower's gone. Leshrac, Meteor, Hammer, Drow. I don't think they have the heroes to contest this. Level 1 Mortimer Kisses, this is going to be a tough fight.
This is a hard one, definitely. Sumail not going to get caught there. Milan kicks him away, able to dodge away from the splitter afterwards. They forced him away.
Yeah, he saved the tower.
Damn.
They didn't want to commit.
Okay.
I mean, they still have Arcane Rune on Leshrac, so they're definitely not done here yet. That's a good start. That's a very good start.
A chance, a chase, a catch. It's enough right there. Are they going to be able to hold this? I don't think so. They don't even have a glyph right now. Mud Golems just staring at a bunch of tanky-ass heroes. But they actually buy back on the Snapfire, and the tower still falls. That is not great.
Ooh.
Wow.
What was the buyback? 526. Oh man.
I don't know about that. He was back up again soon. That was dubious.
Was that a misclick? I guess he just really thought they could save mid because they didn't have Ravage or Tombstone.
Yeah.
And it would be amazing to hold that, because now it just makes it so much harder to get that mid tower, right? And now he's going to be all angsty. Brandon's going to be like, we need mid. We have to take mid. Because he's going to feel like he made like kind of a bad play.
Yeah.
At least that's how I get.
It's the classic.
Everyone knows that feeling.
Radiant's middle tower.
I think that you can see that they are all going for mid, though. Everybody kind of feels like they need to get it. And at the very least, they're going to be able to trade it out here. So Mud Golems claiming a tower. They were also able to get the bottom tier 1 tower. So it's kind of even right now. The main downside is that 1 buyback, obviously.
Yeah, not too bad. We'll take it. Still punish the lack of Ravage. Tombstone is back up now, though, so don't want to dive too deep, even if Ravage isn't there.
This ward doing a good job of scouting out that rotation down bottom, and they won't be able to find anybody with the Leshrac, or rather the Lifestealer inside of Milan. So heads up play there, able to dodge the gank that was coming through. Zayat will soak up the experience in this lane afterwards. As we're sort of just settling in again for, I guess, when no one wants to go with his next Ravage, probably.
Oh, nice meteor hammer timing.
This guy kills it.
Yeah, he's been practicing his off-lane play, you can see.
Fada, meanwhile, just going to run away up top.
They have Yules. Yeah, but he has the Centaur. He's doing the mad micro right now. He's like, keep the Leshrac away. Come on, Sumail, Yules that Centaur.
Do it.
Totally worth for him to just walk over to Chin.
I think he's gonna. Wow, he's actually just gonna fully commit to killing him? No.
Oh my god, he ran right into a die.
Yo, what are you doing, Fada?
We're watching a Centaur die, and he's just doing laps up here.
Alright, we'll play there. No one to cut him off there at the pass. But yeah, it's kind of feeling a little bit like the slowdown is happening for Mud Golems. Just trying to farm up, I guess, into Lifestealer's next item, most likely, but he already has Armlet. I don't know.
I think the game from 404 is a little bit different than your standard Drow draft, too, though, because they don't really have a good, like, Roche friend. You know? No one takes it, like, particularly fast. I guess the best thing they have is just, like, Leshrac Drow damage, Tombstone to defend, and Tide to just sit there. It's not going to be the fastest Roche, but is it really contestable, is the question. And that would come down to the Aghanims from the Snapfire.
Right. Yeah, that's really the big question is up top, though, this cannot afford to happen again. Skitter going down. And granted, they did use Ravage for that, but you take that every day of the week.
Yeah, it's just way too good. Like, that's 100% worth the Ravages, because that's their main guy, right? I'm trying to build into a pretty big item, that AC, just slowing it down.
Yeah, and no one in the meantime just going to TP away afterwards. So 4 heroes up on the top side of the map from Mud Golems, and all the space in the world right now gained by 404.
They need that BKB on the Earth Spirit to really give them that solid Aghanim's fire in to pair up with the Lifestealer, because, like, let's say they set in just the Earth Spirit or whatever with that Tide being there, it's so risky with the Ravages. I guess maybe you can hope they can get a really fast silence or something. Maybe Milan will be able to, but Aghanim's on the Snapfire is extremely broken when you have vision. That's like its best feature, right?
Yeah.
It's basically 100 to 0 death when you see someone just like standing there farming a camp and you're able to send in a hero and then have the follow-up from the Mortimer Kisses. It's not many people can survive, so I'm expecting that they kind of want to wait around for that, or at least give that farm priority. So they're actually going to send Barania behind them as they smoke ahead for the bounties.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, reiterating what you just said right there, it's good when you have a vision hero. It's much less good when you don't. And the only vision hero they really have in this game is Fada, when he's sending out his creeps sort of around the map randomly. Outside of that, there's kind of a severe lack.
Too.
Yeah.
Like all through the bottom, through the mid, up by the rune as well, and he's actually buying more sentries on solo right now.
Well, they do find the Tidehunter, going to be able to have the break on top of him, but this ward's going to be taken out as there is a sentry still there. So they take that one away immediately, and wraparound coming from Sumail just finds him right at the start now, going to catch the stun onto the Earth Spirit. Mortimer's Kiss is coming in. Sumail might be in trouble. The net is going to land, but that heal coming through, it's so strong. He is eventually, but so too Fada. And the trade right now, 2 for 1. You do take that though. Sumail going down is big.
Man, I love Max Soul Rip. Speaking of the China games, you always see the Max a Tombstone there, like every time.
Right.
It's kind of nice to see the max sword. It's tough though because he wasn't able to go for arcanes, which can really help him. You can see he's already like claritying back up. But in those one burst fights, it's really good. Look how strong Solo feels.
He's just
He's strong.
there. Yeah, a bit too strong, maybe. He's super dead. Inside now, also gonna go, but the toss. Skinner finding the drow. Ramsey starting to problem. Can they kill him off in time? No
one. He stopped the
Manages
roll.
to get the TP out. They will chase down no one here, though, and with the kickback and a couple more punches, he's gonna fall. So a good fight from Mud Golems. Could have been better.
Yeah, no, nice save from Noah. I mean, basically just traded Tide for Drow, so that's actually kind of still fine for the Golems. Great first use of the Aghanims, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, able to catch there at like the super deep range. And again, that's that ward that's up here, sort of scouting things out and getting vision of everybody.
Yeah.
So impressive showing.
And a hero that particularly suffers against the Snapfire Aghanims, just getting rid of that Drow aura, or like the marksmanship, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
I think now as well, there is at least going to be a Hurricane pick that's completed, I think, coming out. But as you said, like, you know, you get stunned and then there's a follow-up, you're just going to die to the Mourner's Kisses regardless. Like, you need to sort of be able to maneuver beforehand. But maybe you can make some fancy moves there on Ramses. So, Trent, oftentimes these things come down to Roche. How's the Roche fight looking for you?
I would. Well, now they have the Aghanims on Snapfire, partially because they didn't have that like fast way to roast like the Slarder or whatever with the Drow lineup, and again, that's typically something that we see a lot of. So my next question will be, what is the status of Life when the Roche fight happens? Because he's probably gonna be the guy who's sent in either via an infest into someone else, or just like directly in by himself. So ideally, the dream is having the BKB on Milan for these Roche fights, because then I just think these fights are so horrifically hard for 404, assuming they're not already like really far ahead. But again, I guess then we go back to vision. Like, do you know that they're in the pit? And judging by how slow 404 probably do the Roche, it's very likely Mud Golems are going to know about this. So I kind of expect 404 to maybe drag out this Roche and not really be in any big rush to try and take it, because it just kind of seems like a dangerous way to throw the game.
Yeah. Maybe there's some maneuvering things you can do with split pushing, and considering you do have the bots on Lash, that's something that Sumo could try and do, because you do kind of need a couple of those different pieces of the fight.
Yeah, we might see those Zayats or the Fada feed. That's a classic lately. I swear, this strat is becoming very common, where you send both supports on the side lanes, and like whoever's the most vulnerable, this like big smoke happens and they're like dying, and they just try and live as long as possible while the rest of the team runs into the Roche pit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely been picking up in these pro games. But for now, Roche is being passed by the Dire team.
Oh, and Skinner finds himself no one. They've got the break right afterwards. A whole heck of a lot of damage. And he is dead. What's the play now, though? Like, they can't really Roche. They're just going to try and push that tower.
Yeah, I don't think they need to Roche. They're just kind of happy leaving it there as a potential plan for the Radiant right now. What do they need? They want the BKB timing on the Snapfire. They need like 2 more items on Lifestealer. He needs to finish this AC. Yeah, their game is kind of a little strange. I'm not sure what 3-3 wants this match.
Ooh, wait a minute. Tossin, though, catches the stun onto Sumail yet again. If you can just keep winning fights like this is looking amazing right now for Mud Golems, as they will take down the Lesh yet again.
I'll get that tombstone too. 200 gold. Thank you very much.
Easy. Still chasing down Solo.
They still have Cookie into enchant here. Here it is. Get him.
Chase. Cookie. Enchant. And TP away, but the Atos is there. And another quick and easy pickoff. And they're making
even had
it look
net
simple.
just in case. Ah, Snapfire Aghanims, you're so strong. I see you, I kill you. Also, I love the way that they stunned up Zayats and he just instantly pivoted onto the Leshrac. Like, you are not important, Lina. Do not be confused here.
It's a very true point. So, let's see, where else are we going next? No one, he's trying to get towards that Blink Dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
The
attack.
sort of vision game does feel like it's going to be one of the things that's going to decide this series, but I've been really surprised by how effective 3-3 has been. You know, we've seen Viper just be so useless recently, and like almost every game that I watch is terrible, but he's killing it here.
Radiant's
Just
bottom tower is under
hard to
attack.
commit onto. Good spacing in the team fights. Has a nice front line too, between the Earth Spirit, the Life Sealer, the Ench creeps, and then just even like Snapfire can get a little
Radiant's
bit,
bottom
you know,
tower is
right
under
up in
attack.
there as a nice tanky hero. So I feel like 3-3s is kind of skirting on the edges of the fight a little bit.
Dire
Has an
are
essence
scanning.
ring. Just being a real nuisance.
Oh, and the scan is going to connect right now, just outside of the Roche pit.
Just chilling in here like.
What's happening? Scary. All right, Infest inside. They're hiding up on the low ground. Again. He's infested inside the Enchantress.
that's
Oh, the
tempting.
bait. The bait. Wait a minute, though. They find him on the backside of this. Tombstone down. Running into Ramsey. Spotted still has the Lifesteal inside. They're going to pop forwards. Gets us. Try and chase the jump to the low ground, but Ramsey's is about to die. He ends up
They still
falling
have
down.
Snapple for the chase.
Gotta be careful.
Get that left rack.
Coming. They got Sumail yet again. Throwing Milan. The Ravage comes far too late. A Meteor Hammer is going to land. But I don't think this is going to be enough. They've already lost 2 of their core. Zion's about to die. One
nice
more hit, wasn't able to get out of there. But they'll take down Solo as well. So the final tally is going to be a 3-2. And things looking pretty freaking good for the Golems.
A blink TP from no one will be successful, but yeah, they have the right read on the situation though as 404, I think, because they know that they can't just like go into this Roche pit or it's not going to end well for them. So they're trying to find that big smoke and just not able to link into the kills that they really need. And once things start falling apart there, when the fight already starts out well before the gobble up, that's when you're in trouble. Because this spell also, besides being a great initiation tool, is the best chase down. Like you just choose the target who you want as your +1 in this team fight and they're going to die.
So true. It's devastating if you can just get one of those heroes on top of them. You know, I'm noticing though, like it keeps on feeling like Mud Golems are winning fight, but we're not seeing that like big change in net worth that usually comes around this point in the game. 404 is still keeping it relatively close. All their cores are really farmed, and you know Zayat's had a pretty good game as well. Are you concerned at all that there's not more space being made?
Yeah, is this the one you win one team fight, do we just win the game sort of situation? You know, like yeah, you guys are holding off and stuff, but we're still farming really well. Oh, speaking of which, geez, those guys got real slow down there, walking in.
No Ravage for no one though, and that means no fight. In fact, it's going to be a fight going the other direction. They find him yet again, silenced, dead. The slow hit onto Solo. Milan playing a really good Earth Spirit here. And I mean, just don't lose fights, I guess. That's the recipe.
Yeah, but look at their side lanes. Like Lesh is down bottom. He's got his boots of travel. He's a real nuisance. He's pushing into the tower. Zayat is up top, cosplaying Treant Protector or Techies and playing exactly how he always plays these heroes. Hiding away and shoving lanes. So they will drum it up here by the sounds of it to power down this Roche.
Yeah, a little bit of Little Shredder usage at the start too, to get that minus armor there. So that was another nice answer. 3-3. It's going to TP down bottom with the Life Stealer inside, and it looks like the next screws are going to be put towards the bottom lane by Mud Golems. As Milan just rolls away from Sumail, they won't catch him. They can't find the fight they want on 404.
Yeah, but what is the end game here for Mud Golems, as you were kind of alluding to before this little skirmish broke out? Like, I mean, the next item is a BKB for Life Stealer. Does that feel like something that's really gonna like? Is that really a like? Oh, now we've got it. I mean, it does feel damn good. BKB on him as well as the Earth Spirit will be crazy good. So maybe that is the one where they truly just start taking all the objectives. So they go for the bounty rooms.
They just keep killing them. I mean, granted, it is solo, but
kills are good. Oh, we got Blink.
Oh, no one! Little Twinkle Toes, man. Used to play mid. Now he's killing it. Offlane able to escape. And meanwhile, back towards the mid lane, Ramses gets brought down super low.
No one walked back into them.
Oh my god, what's happening? What is going on? No one's going to drop down also up on the top side of the map. As you said, just walking back into him, and they take down 3.
I guess he thought that maybe they were going to start heading back the other way.
I guess, yeah.
They did not.
They're having a really good game right now. Mud Golems feel like they're firing on all cylinders.
That was completely 3-3 by the looks of it as well in the Drow. I didn't catch that as I was watching top, but I mean, he did like 90% of the damage. Just walking the Drow down to her death.
Yeah.
And now they're stuck waiting for a potential Lina eggs to maybe try and blow some up, but Scatter's just going to be like way too far.
Yeah, he is having a great game. Actually, he's going back for the Sanjin Yasha now instead of the BKB, it looks like. So interesting.
Feels like this Aegis as well as a couple of these items have now given them that confidence to actually like commit to the Radiant side of the map and not just like take the fight and stall out for more farm and allow 404 to sort of farm their way back into it. Now territory is being lost. The double BKB just feels completely like unwinnable team fights for 404 right now unless they somehow manage to bring down these two heroes before the BKBs. But Ravage will just do nothing here now, right?
Yeah. Solo
so now
goes down.
No one's useless.
Yeah, dude, that Meteor Hammer though, right? Like.
Hey, he hit some heroes.
I don't know. I mean, I guess there still is the possibility of catching them like off guard and doing a quick blink Ravage. Like if you can get it out in time, you know, there's always that possibility. But I get what you mean. It feels really tough for that to matter.
It's difficult because you're in the situation and both your left dragon and your drow also feel the need to buy BKBs, which they probably do need at this moment. But like, when is your next like chance of taking a good fight? Unless you just need kind of a little mini miracle, right? You need one of these big blow ups to happen off of this Ravage.